Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Football Manager 2019 beta. Today I'm going to be bringing you the FM19 Wonderkid list that I've got on my save. I've simulated 10 years in the future, so let's show you some of the players that have the potential to become elite players or world class players in this save. Because obviously start with Kylian Mbappe. I'm sure he's probably won the World Ballon d'Or a few times. Moved to Manchester City for 173 million in this save. Next on the list we've got Pietro Pellegrini, an Italian striker. Plays for Monaco. He hasn't actually left. Did go on loan to Oviedo for 1 year, but expected as a youngster. This is one that excites me a little bit. Phil Foden, young Englishman. He's actually transfer listed at the minute. 127 million, wow. Hasn't left Man City in his whole career. He had some good seasons, averaging about 7. Kai Havertz, another player that's got a lot of potential in real life as well. Moved to Barcelona on this save. He went to Chelsea for 84 million, then to Barcelona for 81 million. Great off the ball, great vision, good passing. Very exciting player to have in your team. Next on the list we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, attacking fullback, still at Liverpool. Good all-round stats, nothing sticks out amazing, just really good all-round. Great determination. Averaged about well over a 7 every year since maybe the second year of the game or third year. We've got next Jadon Sancho, another young English prospect, ended up at United on this save for 77 million. That's not bad. Great dribbling, excellent agility, really good technique as well. Good acceleration, decent pace. But yeah, he turns out to be a good player, and his average is still again all over 7. As soon as he hits about 19 years old, I think he would have been here. He's been getting over a 7 rating. Who have we got next? João Felix. He's a Portuguese attacking midfielder. He arrived from Benfica for 54 million in the the 4th year. Pretty good. Averaging over a 7 again, as you should think. Paulinho is next. Very exciting Brazilian. I used him quite a lot on FM18 last year. He came from Vasco da Gama to Bayer Leverkusen. Ended up at Real Madrid in 23-24 season. Again, averaging over a 7, averaging over 7.5. That's absolutely amazing for a whole season. Scoring plenty of goals, considering he's not an out-and-out striker. I think you can play him as an out-and-out striker, but he's more a winger than anything. Leon Bailey, everyone knows him. Right winger for Bayer Leverkusen at the start of the game. Ends up at Bayern Munich, then to Liverpool, and Barcelona. So he's moved around quite a lot, and he's been averaging over a 7 quite easily. 7.8 last year is his highest average rating over a season. We've got next Ryan Sessegnon, another good Englishman. Turns out to an elite winger, brilliant acceleration. I mean agility, not acceleration, but he's still got quite good acceleration. Not amazing stat-wise. He's ended up at Liverpool as well for 73 million. And yeah, he's been, since he kind of got to Liverpool the season before that, he's been averaging over a 7 quite easily as well. Paul Adler, he's a regen. Sorry for putting him in there. Lucas Paqueta, quality player. I've seen a lot of other FM content creators talking about him, and I have signed him in my Dortmund save that I'm doing on Twitch. I will leave the link to my Twitch channel in the description, so if you want to go check me out on Twitch, I'll be streaming most weeknights. Yeah, he's averaged over a 7 most of the time. The 2 seasons he didn't, as high as 6.9, so still pretty good. Sergio Gomez, another player I think I've got at Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, he goes to Manchester City on this save and 72 million. Low 7s, high 6s, pretty good rating, not amazing. Very good passing, great technique, great vision, good composure. Very good centre midfielder to have in your team. Elias Abuchikabakawa. No idea how you say that, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. He is at Red Bull Leipzig. and he's worth 66 million. Great agility, great technique. He's at Leipzig at the start of the game, I think. Yeah, he is, and he ends up staying there on this save. Pretty good ratings. Federico Chiesa, someone I used in Football Manager 2018 quite a lot. Ends up at Tottenham for 62 million, then he went to Manchester City for 77 million. He's had a over 7 rating every season he's played. Very consistent. Victor him. I'm not even going to attempt that one. Pretty good stats. Nothing overly good. Probably a good inside forward, I'd imagine, considering his natural position is attacking midfield on the right. He is at Dynamo Kiev at the start of the game. Then he went to Borussia Dortmund and Chelsea on this save. He's had well over a 7 in every season he's played. I might have to have a little look at him on my Twitch save. What else have we got? Nikola Vlasic. Ended up at Chelsea on this save. Brilliant fitness and agility. Elite attacking midfielder. He's at... Is that Everton? Yeah, it seems like he's at Everton at the start. He's ended up at Chelsea via Bayer Leverkusen and a year on loan at CSKA Moscow. Very good average rating, well over a 7. Good stats, nothing amazing. Alessio Riccardi, who's ended up at Borussia Dortmund, quite surprisingly. He is at Roma at the start of the game. He's done pretty well over the course of this save. Basically getting 7s or high 6s. And again, a centre midfielder, still only 27 years old, so he could still get a little bit better, but he's nearing the peak of his career. He's got decent stats. He's not amazing. He's only a world-class midfielder, not elite. Raheem Diaz, the Manchester City youngster, another good attacking midfielder. Good agility and dribbling, I'd imagine. Yeah, dribbling's pretty good. Agility's 18. Vision's quite good. He starts at Manchester City. He ended up leaving and going to Juventus on a free, which is quite surprising. Not averaged as good as some of the other players on the list, but still very good indeed. Josip Brekalo. He's a Croatian midfielder. I think he can play on the left and the right. He's got good agility, good flair. Not heard much about this guy at all, really. He starts at Wolfsburg in real life. He ended up at Leipzig and then Bayern. Nicolo Zaniolo, I think that says. Only a world-class midfielder, again, not elite. But he's got great strength and great balance. Not as good dribbling as I thought he'd have had. Passing's still not amazing either. He's a pretty good player, nothing special. It's like he starts at Roma. He's still there on this save as well. Abel Ruiz, another player I've heard a lot about. Very good, £61 million. I think he's at Barcelona. At the start of the game, Manchester City have just signed him for 43 million. Not great ratings, but the ratings are going to get a lot worse as we go down the list. Arne Meyer, never actually heard of this guy, but I've heard a lot of people talk about him. He's pretty good, decent stats for a defensive midfielder. You don't often seem to get a lot of defensive midfielders that are elite players. Starts at Hertha Berlin, ended up at Bayern on the save for 54 million. Ryan Cassidy, elite striker for Watford. He's an Irish player. He's only 17 when the game starts, I think, and he's at Watford. This was the biggest surprise of all the players I made for this list, because I've never heard of the guy, but the stats, absolutely brilliant. Acceleration and pace, absolutely brilliant. Agility 18, dribbling 18. For a striker, it may be more suited to the wing. If you could train him in the crossing department, he actually might be a better player. He's got 29 goals for Ireland over the years, and he's still only 27 as well. Cengiz Under. Brilliant player, great for a winger. He can play on the left or the right. He's Turkish. I forget where he started. Yeah, he starts at Roma at the start of the game. Ended up at Tottenham, then Schalke, then Chelsea. Good player. I think he's 20 years old at the start of the game. So what was his average ratings? Yeah, his average rating's pretty good. He's had a few off seasons, but nothing too bad to be worried about. Christian Pulisic, another player I've got at Bayern Munich. Not Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, sorry. Went to Manchester City for 60 million, then PSG for 74. Quality all-round ratings. If you want to come check him out on my stream, you'll see how good he is. Raul Bellanova. Not an elite player, but he's a fullback. He's still pretty good. I've seen him on other people's Wonderkid videos. He can and has the potential to turn into a Wonderkid. Got great pace, not praise. Good acceleration. Tackling's not the best, so he's probably more of an attacking right back than anything. He starts at Catania or Milan, then he went there on loan. Barcelona bought him for 23 million, PSG for 25, and then Manchester City for 37 million. Pretty average stats, really. He's not been hitting the sevens as much as he maybe should have done. Rodrigo, the young Brazilian winger who went to Real Madrid. Quality winger. Still only 27. I think he's 17 on the game when it starts. He's only got 3 caps for Brazil, which absolutely shocked me to bits, to be honest. And he's only a rotation player for Real Madrid. Not sure how he's been playing. He's obviously he signed from this year in real life. He spent most of his time on loan, and then he's had a few good seasons. That 7.46 there, and a 7.18, and then a high 6s, which isn't too bad. But yeah, only getting 3 caps for Brazil was quite surprising to me. Dayo Upamecano, sorry, I had to actually think about doing that. Is elite centre back, quality player. Was good in last year's version. Only rotation for Real Madrid apparently. He's at Leipzig at the start. Real Madrid signed him for 67 million. Since going there, he's averaged pretty much a 7 point something. He'd have one good season at Red Bull before he left. That's probably what got him the move. But yeah, great player. Still only 29, so he's got a few more years left in him, and we're 10 years into the game. That was Curtis Jones, another one that really surprised me. He's not elite or world class, but I wanted to include him on the list because I've never heard of him, and he plays for Liverpool. He'll probably be a little bit expensive to get at the start of the game because he's a young English talent, and he plays for one of the top 4, so they don't like letting their talent go on the cheap, really. But yeah, look at these ratings. He left on a 3 in 24-25, and he's averaged over a 7 every season since. Absolute quality player. I'd definitely recommend having a look at him. Surprised he's only got 2 caps as well. And Pablo Santos. He's an elite striker. Oh, he's actually a regen, so I'm sorry for putting him here. Daniel Arzani. He's a Australian winger, sorry. He's at Milan. He's played for some big teams, really. He's played for, I think he starts at Manchester City. And then he went on loan twice to Celtic, to Barcelona and Milan, averaging over a 7 rating. Who else we got on the list? Yeah, these are all the other players. I'm not going to go through every one of these, but if you guys want to check out these players, they're all very, very good. All the way down to here. If you want to pause the video and have a look, there's a lot of players on here that you've probably seen before, like Justin Kluivert, Moise Keane, a lot of big names in here that have been good on other games as well. They're not all world class and elite players. You've obviously got De Ligt, who's actually not elite on this game for some reason. I don't know how he's not elite. He went to Napoli. Oh no, Chelsea signed him then loaned him out. He's been to Lyon and Real Madrid since. Donnarumma, obviously you all know him. Renato Sanchez as well. Yeah, these are all good players. If you want to check out the video, guys, if you want to give it a like if you enjoyed and you found it informative. But these are all another load of good young players that I've found on the game 10 years into the future. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll be bringing you some more FM19 content again soon. Peace.